the highlight right now, definitely getting into
Sorry, I
drama.
just broke my chair. Right. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Interval Conversations. I'm glad to be joined today by my good friend Sophie Holdsworth. I think she's this side recording. So me and who knows? Me and Sophie were lucky to do Kipps. I was lucky to do Kipps with Sophie earlier this year. One of my leading ladies. Thank you for joining and well done for putting up with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Well done for putting up with me.
I was going to say, we barely kept a straight face.
Oh, no, we can't even now. This is us.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But Sophie, you've had quite a few experiences in theatre and you just got into drama school as well, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Which I'm still shook at, but there we go.
Yeah.
I've got into the Royal Academy of Music in London to do a master's degree, which I still am shook at, as I've said. But yeah, it's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah, that is brilliant, though. It's brilliant.
Been a dream for like so long to go to drama school for like 3 or 4 years now, and the fact that I'm going in September, well, hopefully in September, it's crazy. Yeah, crossing all fingers and toes.
So, how did you actually get involved with theatre in general?
Well, oh God, it all started when I was in year 7. So I was at Beckford School in Bingley, and I was in year 7, and they did a musical. Like once every 2 years, they did a big musical for the school, and it was Hairspray.
Oh God.
And I went because I was like, I need to make friends. Like, you know, when you're in year 7, you're like, I don't know anyone. I've got to make friends. So I found out loads of people were doing Hairspray, and I ended up getting Penny.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of started from there. Like I didn't know I was any good at singing. Like we were driving to the show, my mum was like, "You can sing, right?" I was like, "Well, you'd hope so, seeming as I'm playing Penny." But yeah, that's where it all started, and then singing lessons came in, acting lessons with Stage 84 and Bingley Little Theatre came in, and I started doing like amateur dramatic shows and all of that, and now I'm here.
Now you're self-quarantined in Bingley.
Yeah, now I'm locked down. Yeah, God.
So, has there been a highlight for you over the years, like a certain part, certain performance?
It's weird because every performance I get, every like performance I do, and every experience that I've had has been a new like highlight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When I was at uni, when I got into uni doing music theatre, that was a highlight, you know what I mean? And then the shows we did at uni, they were highlights, and I feel like highlights just change as the years go, but the highlight right now, definitely getting into
Sorry,
drama.
I just broke my chair.
Of course. At least you didn't fall off. That would have been funnier.
I just heard something drop. My stomach just went. What was that?
Okay.
I don't even know what that was.
I'd laugh if you just went slam.
That's why I'm scared to move a little. Oh, it's fine. It was just a bolt.
Hopefully that bolt doesn't have any significant use.
I'm just going to sit very carefully.
Just talking to me for the rest like this.
Yeah. Please continue.
So yeah, I feel like at the moment it would be Royal Academy of Music getting in. That's the highlight at the moment. So
yeah. So over the years, have you got any like onstage or backstage mishaps? Because usually something happens. Usually something happens.
Yeah, a lot. I feel like every show you have a mishap. Like I actually I feel like in Half a Sixpence I had mishaps. Like Kipps is Half a Sixpence. Yeah. I feel like I have mishaps then, but I can't think of any because it's normally like you either like don't remember your line and then you suddenly have to like make up something really quick that's along the lines of the line you were meant to say. or it's like costume mistakes. I've had a few of them. I remember I was doing Arabian Nights, and they wrote in a role for me called Mogiana, and I had to sing this solo song, and I had to do this like basic belly dance. I was like 14, like doing all this. Oh, memories. And I remember I had this long skirt on, and I stood on my skirt at first, and it fell down a bit, and I was like, and then I like quickly had to pull it back up. That was one night. And then the next night, the girls had like scarves. I had backing dancers. How cool is that? These like girls with scarves, like swinging them around, and I tripped over one of the girls' scarves, and I completely flat out fell on the floor, like while still singing, like fell on the floor, smacked my face. Like it was just, yeah, it wasn't the best, but I have quite a lot. I have a lot. Yeah.
I think
like, have you had any? You must have had some.
Oh God, where do I begin?
I know, I think there's too many to say.
Obviously, the heckle we had at Kipps, me and Phil had. You know what Mr. Kipling says? Like, oh God, it's supposed to be miserable. Just there, like.
He makes the good cakes. What is it?
He makes exceedingly good cakes.
Oh, exceedingly good cakes, yeah.
What was worse, I could see.
So funny.
I
can't believe someone did that.
But trouble is, I could see the audience clearly. I know who fucking did it because I was looking at them.
Of course.
Oh, God,
I'd be like,
oh, what else?
I laugh at everyone. Like me and you laugh all the time. It was a really dramatic scene where you were like breaking up with me, and I was absolutely giggling inside, like, don't show you're laughing, don't show you're laughing.
I think I remember the first time, like, I think it was after that night I came to Bingley and we had the rehearsal few days. So, I think we became good friends that night.
I think we became excellent friends after that night out we went on,
Yeah, I think we needed it.
I think we needed it, yeah. We broke the barrier, didn't we?
But where was I going with it? Yeah, so it was the scene where I proposed to you, but I have to give like that heartfelt story. Yeah, a few little things.
Yeah.
And I have to do that. Like, my mum, she passed, and since I said, "Oh, she died," you just burst out laughing. I was like,
I'm so sorry. It's so rude, isn't it? Oh God, people are gonna think how dare she laugh at someone who's died, and how dramatic, and God, who is this girl you brought on your podcast? No, every single line, every single time, it was just that whole paragraph you had to say, and then I had to like say little bits in between, like, oh, what happened to her? And I was just like, don't laugh. But managed.
But we developed a good system, as in, just look away from each other each time.
Look away. Look over like this. Like, I remember we were looking at each other, and it was that bit where you broke up with me, and I literally had to look over your shoulder. But then Katie, the girl who played Anne, she was like in the wings over your shoulder, going, "Ooh!" It's like, nothing's helping me here. It was just horrific.
I think, do I have any other horror? When I did Phantom of the Opera years ago, I was one of the managers, and they would girls came in so they could take the layer off. Yeah. But one of the props ladies, when she took the candelabra off, one of the candles fell and hit the override button on the smoke machine. And it wasn't a small smoke machine. It was those big cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had that back at stage. Me and Isaac ran the piano bit. I was just like, leave it, it'll stop.
Yeah.
4 minutes that went on for. On full. Where is she? Where are you?
That's so funny. When I was doing Penny and Hairspray, I had a chaperone because I was in year 7, so I was like 12, 13 years old, something like that. And all the other main parts were 6th formers. So, like, my seaweed was a sixth former, so I had to have a chaperone and the other ones didn't, which was really embarrassing. But anyway, I'm tall enough, aren't I? So,
I was going to say,
5 foot Holdsworth. But yeah, so I had a chaperone and she like told me what was next, told me what my first line was. Like, she was so helpful.
but
But
I was
yeah,
like
so
constantly. I was like,
yeah,
where
you
are
were
we?
on.
Where are we?
Even get a chance to go off and think. You just had to go. Like, it was mad. But yeah, so she was like, "Oh, this is your next line, this is your next scene," and she got it wrong one night, and she said it's the finale, and you know, Penny changes into this like really like gorgeous looking outfit, like, and she was like, "We have to get changed," so we went to get changed, and then suddenly she said, "Oh my God, I've got it wrong." And I was ready for the finale. And she said, you're meant to be on stage now. There's one more scene before your finale. I was like, ah! And my microphone was on. And I was like, saying a lot of swear words that I shouldn't say. But I was like, oh no, like, get me off. Apparently you could hear it on stage. And then I ran on stage, like, in panic. And I went on, and she didn't tell me what my first line was. I didn't know what had been said in the scene before me coming on, so I didn't know what my next line was. So I was like, just stood there, and you know when like a minute of mishap feels like a good hour of the show, you feel like you stood there like, oh my god, for ages. I felt like it went on for like 10 minutes worth. I was just like, what's the line? I went, sorry, I'm late. So I was like, what's happened? Like, trying to figure out what the line was, and then then thankfully, like the guy who played Seaweed just went, "Oh, we were just saying this." I was like, right, we're back in the scene. But that was like the God, it felt like an hour.
Have you ever hidden bits of script on stage? So I do that sometimes.
I actually haven't, and if I ever had the opportunity, I definitely would. But I've never had the opportunity to. Like, I've never had like a book to like tape anything onto, or like, I don't know, like I did Children of Eden, I played Eve. I couldn't really put anything on the apple, for example. Like, just nothing. Like,
so when I did Bugsy Malone at college, we had these speakers at the front of the stage, and I got cast as Cagey Joe about 2 days before, so I was already Roxy, Knuckles, and every gang member under the sun by the end. So the cast me as Cagey Joe was like, "Oh, you need to do the song." I went, "I don't know the song." It's like, "Well, you have to learn it." "Well, it's a wordy song." "Oh, look, speakers that aren't plugged in."
Oh no!
And I just put the lyrics on the speakers. So I was like, "Oh, you performed it really well, yeah."
Yeah, I read all of it.
Yep. It's there.
God. That's so funny.
Anyway, going back to the podcast. So you've recently got into drama school in London. Can you tell us about the whole process?
Yeah, sure. So I went through UCAS, and I got my tutors, who are amazing, to write me a lovely reference, which was very nice of them to do. And I put that on my UCAS. You just fill out the UCAS page. It takes literally forever to fill out this UCAS page, with your CV and blah, 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 headshots, all that. And then you pick the places that you want to audition for. So I picked Royal Welsh, and I also picked Royal Academy. And then I sent that off, and then I realised, oh, I actually don't just want to go for those 2 drama schools. I want to go for other ones as well. So I auditioned for GSA, but you have to go through their website, and that took another day to do. And then I went for Royal Central School of Speech and Drama as well, which is also through their website. So there's a lot of like, writing down your CV about 5 times and all of that, but managed. And then I went for all my auditions. So for Royal Academy, it was like a 15-minute slot.
Yeah.
It was literally the most like calming audition I've ever been to. Like, I get so nervous for auditions. I like just have like massive stage fright, a thing. But it was basically a 15-minute slot. you had a practice with the pianist before you went in, which was so helpful because you always panic, oh my God, is the pianist going to be good enough kind of thing? Like, obviously they are, it's Royal Academy, but like, you know, you get a bit scared. What if like I suddenly mess up the timing and then they can't catch up kind of thing? It's one of those. So they give you a couple of minutes with the pianist beforehand. You sing through it a couple of times with them and then they're like, yeah, you're fine, just relax. I'm like, cool. And then you go sit down for a bit with the current students that are there. And you get to speak to them, ask them loads of questions like, you know, what's the course content and blah, blah, blah. And the students were lovely. And they were like, you're going to smash it. Like, don't even worry about it. I was like, you haven't heard me sing yet. Like, you can't say that, but thanks. But they were so nice. And then I went in the room. And because the students and the pianist just made you feel really, really calm before entering to like the big G's, it was like easy. Once you got in there, it was like, yeah, I'm cool. And then I just did my best. I didn't have the best throw ever. And I went in, just did the best I could, and then came out, got a recall, which was like a shock in itself, because Royal Academy was the one I really, really wanted to go to. And then I was meant to go to London in April, but obviously lockdown. So we had to do a video instead. So basically I had to sing 3 songs in separate takes. I did one contemporary monologue. We had to do a why you want to go to Royal Academy speech, and then you had to do a what do they call it? It's gone. Whew. There's a certain name for it. Is it a screen? It's a screening?
Screening?
I don't know. Anyways, basically where you put like a full body shot of yourself and then you say your name, your age, your height.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, please line up. Please line up, yeah.
Yeah, but then after that, I sent them off through this portal that they use, and then about 4 weeks later, because there was a bit of a delay because of the current circumstances, so there was a bit of a delay, and I got a message. So I met this girl called Rosie, like such an amazing singer, like unreal. I did an audition with her at Royal Welsh and Royal Central, and she'd got into like a couple of places, and she Facebooked me before and said, just to let you know, like, I haven't got in. I was like, a very bad word. And I was like, oh no, like, this is terrible, like, how has she not got in? That means I'm not in. Having a mental breakdown. And I didn't find out that day. And she was like, you'll find out later on. I was like, yeah, of course, didn't find out. And I was like, I haven't got in. Like, they've left me till the end. Like, great. And then I got an email the next day saying that I'd got a confirmation, which was insane. I'm never deleting that email for sure.
Frame it.
I know. But yeah, it is a long process, but it was so worth it. And also, like all the other auditions that I did, I'm really glad I did, because, you know, it was a really good experience to do different, you know, to see the differences between all the drama schools, and they were all really fun auditions to do. And they all taught me an awful lot. Mainly that I cannot dance whatsoever. Some of the dance calls, I was like, are you serious? Like pirouette, triple paré, I don't even know what that is, but you know, okay. And I'm just doing the best I can, and I forgot like half the dance, and I was just like, we need to learn. But yeah, so that's what it taught me, that I'm terrible at dancing. But yeah, other than that, they were all really different, and they all taught me a lot. So I'm glad I did all the auditions. But I did really like Royal Academy. Like, the building's stunning. I was like,
I was like that when I went to Hull, when I auditioned for Hull. Like,
yeah.
I just walked into the theatre and went, I'm coming here.
I'm doing it. Yeah, it was. Because everyone was like, oh, when you walk in the room, you'll know. I was like, that's so dramatic. Like, I know we're doing musical theatre as a career, but that's dramatic. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I literally went to the Royal Academy Open Day, and I was like, I want to come here. No, I want to come here. I want to come here. So
it's literally just what I found. It was something that clicked when you saw something.
Yeah.
It was just it I need to come here.
And like GSA is known as being like incredible. So's Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. So's Royal Welsh. They're all amazing drama schools, and I'd be lucky to get into any of them. But I went to the open day for Royal Academy first, and as soon as I knew I wanted to go there, I kind of went, I'll audition, but I don't really want to go there as much as Royal Academy. It was kind of like that, and I don't know why it was, because I'd be honoured to get into any, but it was just, they were just like, Royal Academy just got it for me. I don't know what it was, but probably because they're amazing, but you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we sort of touched upon like audition process and that.
Yeah.
How do you prep for that? Because I know you do a lot of like online videos as well.
Yeah, I try. I mean, I've done a few. I hate doing it. I get really scared, but like every time I make one, I'm like there with the button, like I don't want to press it. But I mean, I've been prepped since going to college. Like, I went to Craven College for 2 years to do a performing arts course, which was if I'm being honest, it was mainly musical theatre. Like, we did musicals all the time. And they prepped us for auditions for uni if we wanted to go. And then at uni, they prepped us for auditions afterwards. So it's like I've kind of always been prepped in all the stuff that I've done, you know, degree-wise and all of that. But I feel like I still get nervous as hell to audition. Like, I'm such a scaredy cat when it comes to stuff like that. And there's still an awful lot audition wise that I do need to learn. Like, you know, me getting so nervous can make me mess up sometimes, like forgetting your words and stuff like that. I've had it all. But I haven't, if I'm being honest, I've not really done many auditions in my life, because I am still really, really new in this industry and stuff. Like, I'm not there yet. Do you know what I mean? I am still very, very new and have an awful lot to learn still. And I feel like auditions is one of the main ones that I do need to learn. But what I did to, you know, get like prepare for the Royal Academy audition was just, I got a singing teacher. I had a couple of sessions with him, and he was incredible. He taught me a lot, just about staying calm and like breathe. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but like I completely stop breathing when I walk in a room. I'm like, oh my God, my lungs go really tense, and I'm like, why am I here? Why did I do this? But he just said, like, breathe, Soph. Like, I know that's stupid, but breathe. And I was like, yeah, like that's so right. I know it sounds stupid, but it is true. And like, he taught me a lot about staying calm, and like, you know, you can, if you do mess up, like, you can say, oh sorry, I messed that up, like, can I just go again? Like, they want the best for you at the end of the day. You know, we get you scared, but they're wanting you to do well. They're not wishing for you to be terrible. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I did a couple of less sessions with him, and then I just practiced my songs as much as I could. I hate singing in front of my family, and seeing as we're in lockdown with my family, it was a nightmare, because I was like, I'm not singing in front of you, like, I need a private room. So I literally I was like, my parents' room's upstairs, so I was like, can I use your room? And they were like, why can't you just sing in your room? And I was like, no, because you're next door. But yeah, just practice makes perfect.
So what would you like the overall aim to be, like, after, like, looking ahead after drama school? Where do you see yourself?
I would, you know what, like, the dream has always been like doing a West End show. That's always been the dream. But like, the older I've got, the more that's changed. And it's not necessarily like doing something on the West End specifically. It's more just having regular work within the industry that I love doing. Like, having, you know, being able to do regular performances and entertain people, you know, with a you know, a decent salary. That's all I'm asking for, really. It's you know,
just money.
I mean, I'd love to be on the West End. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd love that. But like any way of performing, you know, there isn't, you know, the West End's not the end goal. There's loads of different ways that you can succeed within the industry. So, yeah, anything. Help me, anyone.
Hire her. I think she's outside.
Please hire me. Oh God.
So, just going back to theatre. So, obviously, because when we did Kipps, that was like the Yorkshire premiere for that show.
Yeah.
And it had quite a few people come to it, like, and stay around afterwards in the bar. But because I was on a buzz after each show, I was still hyper.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you deal with the buzz after a show?
I'm joking. Yeah, but that's like you're allowed to celebrate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've just gone on stage and performed in front of all those people, and it's taken months of rehearsals. Like, Kipps was like, how many months? Like 4?
I think I auditioned in August.
Didn't we start in October?
Yeah. End of September, early October, we started.
Yeah. So we've been rehearsing for like months just to, you know, perfect things and get things right and learn our lines. And it's hard to, especially for you, it's hard to memorize all of that, like including your blocking, the dances, the songs. Like, there's an awful lot that you're, you know, learning and having, you know, trying to, you know, bring to the show, I guess, and, you know, making the characters your own way. You know what I mean? Like I tried my hardest to make Helen what I thought Helen would be, instead of, you know, trying to, you know, make it someone that someone's already done. And, you know, because that's the beauty of it, making things your own way. But it's just...
I was chatting to Rick White in another episode.
Oh, my brother.
Yeah. And we were on about how performances change over the show week. You got all these months to rehearse. Then throughout the week, it changes. Like, you add stuff in.
Isn't it? I feel like it's when you get to like your dress rehearsals that people start being like, we can do this. And I'm like, okay, she stepped up. Like, she's in it. She's in this.
Do you remember what I said to you one night after a few little things? Because I think your family were in. So your energy just like burst.
Oh yeah, I literally, right. So my family were in, and I was like, some of them haven't seen me perform ever, and some of my family hadn't seen me perform since I did Penny and Hairspray, which was in year 7 at school. So I was like, I've got to like go all out this show, like. And I was also quite a few potting shed workers, some of my mates all came to the show, and they'd never seen it before, and I was like, I've got to give my all here. Like, this show's like, I don't know, I feel like the first show I use is more of a dress run, which is really, really bad, but I did on Kipps because I was like, I'm scared, because you're always way more nervous for your first show, and then when you've done your first show you can relax. I remember, was it a Thursday?
Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
I think it was Thursday, because then I was like, you know what, we've done the Wednesday, we've got this, girl. And then I went all out, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said to you, I remember coming off, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I literally just did everything I could to make people laugh. I guess it worked a little bit.
I think I went, who put 50p in you? Like,
oh, yeah, you did. I was like, thanks. Me.
See, one of those rare times I actually went off stage after that number. So going
you were looking, you're like, oh my God, what happened to you? You're funny.
One thing I was chatting with Rick, the bit where Kipps actually proposes to Helen, where he does that like rambling stuff.
It's like between the song, isn't
it? Yes, that bit in between, and it was it's supposed to be like, I know you too well above me. Anyway, I'll go now. But luckily I think it was the second night again, I sort of added it in because we're at a distance. Just went, anyway, I'll go now.
Oh, I miss that show so much, you know. Like, I'm gutted we didn't get to do it for Noda, but obviously situations they couldn't, which is sad, but It would have been ace to do it again.
Yeah, I was supposed to be doing it this week.
Oh, you were, weren't you?
Yeah, understudying. Yeah, it would have been the final dress tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's so sad though, isn't it? Like, I know.
Now I'm here. Now I'm here in lockdown.
You would have been doing the wedding singer.
Yeah, wedding. Another show we almost married.
Role reversal there, hey. You don't have the girls falling for you anymore.
No, I never did. Jesus.
Falling for me now. Done.
Yeah, you break up with me in that show, don't you?
I know. I break up with you this time. I can't though. Can't now, can I?
No.
I mean, for a very, very lovely reason why I can't.
Yeah.
It is sad that I can't. I would love to play Julia.
No.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're leaving me. I'm not happy.
Oh, we're not going to be like partners in crime anymore. It's really sad. Get to London quick. Yeah, Rick kept coming back to me and he was like, Sophie, can we just go for the dance one more time? You know, the finale. I was like, yeah, of course. And he was like, I'm actually really nervous for it. I was like, you don't need to be nervous. You've got this. Believe in yourself.
Hey.
Your voice makes up for it. He does have a nice voice.
Yeah. Nice voice. He's a pain on stage. He was my favourite.
Oh God, do you remember when he wrote on that
Oh,
dinner
the contract.
scene? What did he write again? I can't even remember.
It's something along the lines of I, Nathan Hall, hereby sign Nathan Barbara Hall. He always calls me that, or douchebag. I hereby sign that I suck donkey dick.
Oh, that was it.
And I just looked at it and went.
But I saw it and he was like, don't say anything. And I was like, oh no, don't, because I'm already laughing and the scene hasn't started yet and Nathan's going to wonder why I'm laughing for no reason. I mean, I do anyway, but like,
I was going to say.
He's going to wonder why I'm laughing for no reason. And I was like, I can't tell him that this says that. So the scene started and was like, go. And you came on and just read it and I was like,
we just went, can we start again?
Start again. Sorry, Rick. God's sake.
But it kept me on my toes every night as well, because his first scene where they're on the pier after Proper Gentleman.
Yeah.
Hands me a business card.
Yeah.
There was something written every night. Yeah. That. But yeah, he had something written on the business card every night. And he just goes.
Did he?
Yeah, I've actually got them all on my wall, just around that side. It started off nice, like, have a good show week, like opening night. They got to about the Thursday night's card and said, right, no more Mr. Nice Guy, you're a douchebag. The next one was, a fuck are you? Then what was it? It's a... Then it was actually quite nice, the end ones. So it was like, it's all the oldies in, smash it. Aww. Then the last one was, well done, mate, you've come this far. And absolutely smashed it. I'm like, oh.
Shed a tear. I will join your company.
Yes,
I will have an assistant. I do miss playing Helen, though.
Yeah.
I miss being a posh cow.
I just miss. I miss Kipps. Still got the banjo there, but
I miss the one song that I miss is just a few little things.
Yeah.
I really miss that song.
Yeah.
That was fun, and we could never get the legs right at the end, but we'll forgive ourselves. It's okay.
Yeah. I just broke every time. I think I got it right once.
We just ended up running off stage. Bye.
I'm a rehearsals because we're right by the door.
He just linked me and started dragging me, and I was like, I guess he doesn't know it will go.
So when we were in rehearsals, because where we were blocked, we had those double doors into the corridor. So we get it wrong, go, run!
Run!
Before Anne gets us.
Run away! Oh, I do miss that.
Right,
do you reckon you could do the show now and remember everything?
I reckon I could.
I think I could.
Yeah.
But then, that's more of an important question to you, because obviously you were.
There'll probably be one or two scenes where I'm a bit hazer.
Like, what am I doing?
There's still some stuff I didn't learn in the show. It's like, the flashbang wallop dance, where we all sort of go in canon, where me and Katie start off. I never learned it. But actually, I never learned the full dance routine. I was never taught it.
Was that when you were ill? Was it because you were ill?
No, because they blocked it quite early on. So it's when I was doing the competition.
That was one of the first things they did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just hit my laptop.
It's all right, not like there's a screw loose in your chair.
Oh yeah, we've both had our mistakes. It's okay.
Yeah, flashbang was one of the first things they blocked.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because I had to wait for Paul.
Oh God, you'd be waiting forever.
Oh, bless him. I've got a video. How was it? When was it? I think it was like when you were learning money to burn.
Yeah.
And there was like Catherine was like spin and step, spin and step. But Paul, like every time he spun, I was filming him from behind, and he noticed on the first spin, and then on the spin back, he swore at me like that. I was like, Paul.
So I swore on stage, just no one heard it. So
I think I swore a lot of times, but I was like, it was an inner thought. Like, especially when it's like pick out a simple tune, and I was like, this is really
me just dripping with sweat by the end of it.
It was like, that was a hard song. Like, I've never ever flaunted my face so much in my life. I was like probably going for it. Like,
gotta say, I must have been like a waterfall feature by the end of the show.
Oh God, bless you.
But I could feel the sweat, but I must have just not when Lee Evans gets, he's like,
yeah, definitely.
So
yeah,
I'm sorry for you having to hug me.
It's okay. I think you do, babe. I felt more sorry for Katie though, because I at least got to kiss you when you weren't sweaty yet, and she had to kiss you when it was like the end of the show, like proper, like.
Yeah.
I was like, so sorry.
When we had what I call the sing off, because that number was just me and Katie trying to one up each other subtly.
And then you're like belting in each other's faces, like.
It was it was the final rehearsal. Started singing it, and she just like riffed and took it up. I was like, okay, bitch, game on.
Okay. Bring it. Oh, I love that.
But you and Katie will always outsing me.
Oh, never. You're good. You're really good.
I'm average. The right song, I'm average.
No. Never. No. Never, ever.
You'll never beat my energy.
A great Kipps to mine and Katie's roles.
You forgot her name then, didn't you?
I did. I was going to call her Anne, and I was like, she's not called Anne, she's called Katie. What are you doing? Oh, I miss Katie though. Me and Katie were like.
I was going to say, because I never got to go off stage really.
No.
I missed all like.
You were always there. We finally got into conversation, then Anne was like, Nathan, I need you. I was like, oh, but we were just chatting.
Like we just started. We finally got through to the teenager.
We did. Leave him alone.
You'd think I was the lead. God.
God's sake.
But anyway, we'll talk more Kipps after we finish this recording, eventually. So, yeah, I just have one last question for you.
Nice.
So, do you have any advice for people wanting to get involved with theatre or going to drama school?
Like, the advice I have isn't my advice. This is like kind of nicked from someone else. He was an amazing director called Bruce Guthrie. He directed my final show at uni. And he said that you yourself are a product and you are trying to sell yourself. And if you don't believe in your own product, how do you expect anyone else to believe in the product you're selling them? And I just thought like that was like such a good way of like going about it, because this was when I was really nervous to audition for drama schools, and I was like, oh, I'm scared, like I don't want to do it. And he was like, but if you don't believe in your own product, how the hell is anyone else meant to believe in the product you're selling?
Believe in yourself.
Damn, that's deep. But yeah, I've always taken that along though, and I've always been like, no, Sophie, like they won't buy your product unless you sell it to them.
Yeah.
Which is really weird, like thing to say, but it's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
Well,
yeah, I've taken that along with me quite a lot. But that's from quote Bruce Guthrie.
Yeah. We'll tag him. It'll be fine.
Tag him.
But yeah, Sophie, thank you for joining me today. You can find Sophie on YouTube, Instagram.
I've got a website.
Bebo.
If you want to check it out, it's www.sophieholdsworth.co.uk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Promotion. Thank you for having me, though. It means the world.
Oh, definitely. Right. Thank you for joining.